Now for a little more poetry, we have Susan Parker up next. She's been researching pioneer women's poems, but she's got one of her own composition for us this afternoon. She rode a wild horse. Let's welcome Susan Parker.
Last year, just about this time after I'd returned from Elko, I got a call from a girlfriend of mine who told me that her mom was in the hospital, and her mom was a real sweet lady. She was a Native American Indian. And Sandy told me that she'd spent the day with her, and her mom was recounting all her childhood memories. And as she told me the stories, there was one particular that caught my fancy. And I said, "Sandy, there's a poem in that story." And she said, "I know. And I told Mom you would write it." And so I did. And as it ended up, it's the title track of my new CD. It's called She Rode a Wild Horse. Whisper thin and parchment pale, Mama waits at the threshold of heaven's golden door. Eyes glazed with pain glisten as she relates a childhood tale I'll recall evermore. Girl of Karuk blood was orphaned at 10, hustled to Stewart 'neath Nevada's sky. She dreamed of being an equestrian to canter the valleys where eagles fly. Crossing an ancient patchwork mountain range, capped in fossil cinders of red and black, she traveled the Mustang Trail to exchange cotton dresses for jeans, to sit horseback. Through the hot sage-scented desert she'd ride, shadowed by the old ones who haunt this place, with Pal Rosie on a paint at her side, ebony brown braids flying from her face. One day the gray she mounted at the rail commenced to buck and to pitch in surprise. She feared as he fled full speed down the trail, this unbroken colt would be her demise. Sidestepping left, he took hold of the bit, tried to unseat the spooky from his back, then spun full circle, reared up in a fit. This feisty cayuse was on the attack. Grabbing the horn, she clung to the saddle, lost her new shoes, followed then by her socks. But she was bent on winning this hellish battle, not dying stretched out in the sage and rocks. Sliding on his hocks, he came to a stop, figured he'd launch her over the fence. But to his round rump she gave a hard pop, for this headstrong girl had more pride than sense. Tossing his mane, he jigged a crow-hop dance, snorted and whinnied to the Mustang band, then headed home in a high-stepping prance. The colt had been gentled by her brave hand. Midst the room of shared memories appears Nirvana's shrouded glow in monochrome. Unfocused eyes turn skyward as she hears voices from the old ones calling her home. Mama now rides across a starlit sky, her essence an inspirational source. Native flutes sing as loved ones bid goodbye to Betty, the girl who rode the wild horse. Thank you.